class, welcome to our very first vocabulary lesson for the year. All of our vocabulary words are actually going to be from the read aloud books that I read to you in our making meaning lessons. So our vocabulary words, you'll be able to hear those in the books that I'm reading to you guys, or they're going to be about the books I'm reading to you guys. So we already read A Bad Case of Stripes by David Shannon. And a few words for this week are in this story, and we're going to get started with the very first word, which is the word bizarre. Bizarre. What do you think bizarre means? I'm going to actually turn to page 20 from the book before I tell you what bizarre means. In case you don't know, you might already know. But I'm going to read to you a little bit of this page. And this page is where the news reporters come to Camilla's house because she has this bad case of stripes and it's like crazy, and they want to see what's going on with her, and it's new and they want to report it on the news. So that's the part of the story that I'm going to be reading. And remember, we're looking for that word bizarre. So I'm not going to tell you what it means yet. I want to see if you can kind of figure it out from the story, and then I'll tell you what it means. It says, by now, the TV news had found out about Camilla. Reporters from every channel were outside her house telling the story of the bizarre case of the incredible changing kid. Soon a huge crowd was camped out on the front lawn. So, what do you think that word bizarre means? Bizarre means very strange or odd. Very strange or odd. So Camilla with these stripes on her, if you saw a little girl like this, wouldn't you think that that's very bizarre? Very strange or odd? The reporters call what is happening to Camilla the bizarre case of the incredible changing kid. So that's our first word, bizarre. So now that we know what the word bizarre means, very strange or odd, we're going to do a little activity. It's called Tell Me a Story. So I am going to tell you the beginning of a story that includes the word bizarre, and then I want you to use your imagination and what you know about the word to make up the ending of the story. So I'm going to have a Google Docs where you are going to create this story. I'm going to give you the beginning and you're going to finish it on Google Docs. You can either pause the video after I give you the beginning of the story and do it, or you can wait till the end of the lesson and finish all of your activities at the end. So the beginning of the story is, today I found a puppy that is not like any puppy I've ever seen. The puppy I found is bizarre. One bizarre thing about the puppy is. So I'm going to have a Google Doc for you guys, and it's going to have that prompt, the beginning of the story, on it, and then you're going to type and finish the story. And you have to make sure that you explain why that puppy is bizarre. So that'll be a fun little writing activity for you guys to do. So you're going to do that. You can either pause the video now, go do it, or just wait till the end of the video and finish all your activities then. Today I found a puppy that is not like any puppy I've ever seen. The puppy I found is bizarre. One bizarre thing about the puppy is. So how might you finish that story? What is bizarre about that puppy? I'm excited to read your endings to this story. It'll be very fun. On this page, do you remember this old lady who brought the lima beans? She says that she can help Camilla with her problem. She pulls out the container of the lima beans and pops them into Camilla's mouth. And then the lima beans are effective because they cure Camilla. Effective is the next word that you're going to learn today. And something that is effective works well or produces the result that is wanted. So the lima beans are effective because they work well and produce the result that Camilla wants. She is back to normal. effective. Something that works well or produces the result that is wanted. So do you remember before that happened, all these doctors came and they were giving Camilla stuff like medicine to help her? Was the medicine that these doctors gave Camilla effective? No, because remember, it just turned her into the medicine itself. It turned her into a big colorful pill. So that medicine was not effective. But the lima beans from the old lady, let's find the page, were effective. She gave her the lima beans and then poof, she's back to normal. So the lima beans were the effective remedy. The medicine that the doctors gave Camilla were not effective. So the third word that we're going to learn today is ineffective. So if you guys can look at this, our first word is bizarre, second word is effective, and our third word is ineffective. Notice how this third word is effective, but with this prefix in on it. So this in for ineffective, this is called a prefix. The prefix in actually means not. So when we put in on effective, we're saying that it's not effective. So something that works well, something that does not work well, okay? So this right here, in, I add it to the front, that's called a prefix. Prefix, okay, you guys? So that prefix means not, ineffective, not effective. So I added here, the prefix in means not. So ineffective means not effective. There's a lot of different prefixes like non or un. You could say I'm happy or I'm unhappy. When you add un, that actually means not as well. So I'm not happy. So prefixes are things that you add to the beginning of the word to change the word's meaning. And in this case, it's changing the word effective to not effective. So we're gonna play a little game, and I know I can't really see your guys' answers, which I really wish I could, but I still want you to play along with me, even though you're just at your computer by yourself, or maybe you're with friends or family that can kind of play along with you, and it might be kind of fun. So this game is called effective or ineffective. So you're gonna decide if the situation that I'm gonna read you little like prompts kind of, or little stories. You're gonna tell me if it's effective or ineffective, okay? So the first one is, Mr. Chan is very, very cold. He drinks a cup of cold tea to help him warm up. Is that effective or ineffective? Read it one more time. Mr. Chan is very, very cold. He drinks a cup of cold tea to help him warm up. Effective or ineffective? If you said ineffective, you're correct. Why would you drink cold tea to warm you up? Wouldn't you want to drink hot tea? Make you nice and warm? Okay, here's another one. All right, here it is. Marita finds a bird with a broken wing. She needs to take the bird to a veterinarian, a doctor who treats sick or injured animals. Marta finds a box that has a lid she can poke holes in. Will the box with the holes in the lid be an effective or an ineffective way to take the bird to the veterinarian? Effective or ineffective? I'll read the prompt one more time. Marta finds a bird with a broken wing. She needs to take the bird to the veterinarian. Marta finds a box that has a lid that she can poke holes in. Will the box with the holes in the lid be an effective or an ineffective way to take the bird to the veterinarian? What do you guys think? I think that would be an effective way to take the bird. You'd want to poke those holes so that the bird could still breathe, right? But you'd want to keep it safe in the box. So that could be an effective way. Maybe you have a better way, right, that you would do, but this way Marta decided to do that and seems pretty effective to me. That's the end of our lesson. So we're going to review those vocabulary words one more time. Okay, so we're just reviewing the words we learned today. The first word is bizarre, very strange or odd. The second word is effective, works well or produces the result that is wanted. And last word is ineffective, does not work well or produce the result that is wanted. So remember, in, the prefix in added to the word effective changes its meaning. So that word in, or not word, it's a prefix. The prefix in means not. And when I add it to effective, it makes it not effective, ineffective. Also, the words effective and ineffective are antonyms. Antonyms are words with opposite meanings. So these two words are opposites, right? It's either effective or it's ineffective. It's either effective or it's not effective. They're opposites. So when you have two words that are opposite in meaning, those are called antonyms. Okay, so effective and ineffective are antonyms. So those are our vocabulary words for today. You guys need to memorize and know what these words mean, because you'll have a test at the end of the week or a little quiz. And so practice these words. You can write them down. They'll be available for you on Google Docs on your little activity for today. But make sure you're practicing these, okay? That's your homework. Practice, practice, practice. And go do your activities on Google Docs. Write that story about the bizarre puppy, because I'm really looking forward to hearing what's bizarre about it. I'm interested. Let me know.